I always jokingly say, and it's, I always say it's not a joke. It's a joke whenever I say that. But I always like to say that, when Adam and Eve got on the planet, they might have wanted some fruit and some water. But I guarantee you, one of the first things that anybody would do when they're lost in the woods is you find shelter. Shelter. Then you get water and then worry about food, because it's sort of in that order. But it wasn't just shelter to put over their head. It was for when they went and got food and anything else they needed, they brought back and put under the shelter. It's the same thing we do today. There's no different. We just think it didn't look like it does today, and it probably didn't. But my point is that it's funny. We're the same people. We're the same people. We do the same, is it Neanderthal, whatever they call it, the same internal true core fight or flight method is gather stuff and put it under something so it doesn't ruin. Well, that's your roof. It protects everything you own. It also shelters. It shelters you. It shelters you, your family, things that you can't put a price on, and some things that you can put a price on, which is pretty much everything in your house. But I would say there's some people that have certain things they value more than other things in their home. Well, that's the roof's job. That's the number one job of the roof, is to keep the sun and the weather and all the 4 seasons that we get in Tennessee out of your house. Keep it out. Matter of fact, your air conditioner works better if you have a roof. I think. But we got to check insulation. But nevertheless, and did you know, now check with your insurance agent, but I know the insurance company I'm with, that if my roof is 7 years or younger, then I get a different insurance rate than if it's 7 years or older. It's probably different at different insurances. That's just the one I know from aging roofs for certain agents over my career, because I use the example that, and these are just made up numbers, but if $500 is the base for home insurance and you've got a roof that's over 7 years old, well, that might be a factor of 6 times 7 times 8 times 9 times 10, right? Times 6 would be $3,000 a month. Times 7 would be $3,500 a month. I mean, not a month, a year. I'm sorry, a year. And if you've got a roof 7 years or younger, it's a smaller multiplier. It might be times 2, times 3, times 4. It varies. And then the base might start at $1,000. I don't know. I'm not an insurance agent. Ask your insurance agent. If I don't have storm damage and need a new roof and pay out of pocket, what's my new rate? And I always jokingly say, if they say, oh, well, you just got a new roof, you're good, I'd be getting a new insurance. That's me, because I know mine offers, hey, newer the roof, the less the liability. And that goes both ways. So there's something to think about. There's a different perspective most people hadn't thought about. And lastly, I'll do 4 on this one. You can't get a mortgage without a roof on a building.